Well, Donald, it's day 8. Still ain't heard from you. I'm going to nickname you, okay? Because I'm too damn tired and I don't feel good enough to go on with all y'all's people's long names. From now on, I'm going to call you PA for 2 reasons. One is for protecting Americans, and the other one for Prince Albert. Because my first thing's going to talk about politics versus a public bathroom. Politics in this country is about as screwed up as a man walking into a public bathroom, taking a piss with his dick in his hand, going over to a sink that 20,000 other people just got done holding their dicks in their hand, turning on the water, washing their hands, and then grabbing the same knob that 20 other thousand people just got done grabbing with their dicks in their hand to shut the water off. And then they go over and they push a contaminated button to get a paper towel to dry their hands off, and then they throw it in a trash can, and then they grab a doorknob to get out of the damn bathroom for the 10,000 people that were too lazy to wash their hands that had their dick in their hand. Now that's my scenario of a public bathroom versus what's going on in the Capitol and the White House all across America. Well, I thought I had some haters. They send me all kinds of hate mail, voodoo dolls, and all other kinds of bullshit. Hell, they even burnt my shit down. But you have some serious haters there, my man. El Chapo, $100 million for your head, dead or alive? That's some serious shit, boy. Let me give you a couple words of advice. Don't eat anything anybody gives you. Don't drink anything anybody gives you, except my Tiger King water MLG. It's safe, dude. Okay? I promise. Cross my heart, hope to die. But anyway, you have to be real careful about all your fans sending you all this shit because you don't know which cookie to open and eat or anything else. We blacklight all of our shit, and I make my staff food test everything first. That's the smart thing to do. Hey, John boy, how you doing over there in Ohio? We'd like to remind you that you just as well donate most of that money that you're getting for your campaign because it's just a waste of money. So why don't you send it to all of the sanctuaries and private owners in the state of Ohio so they can afford to meet your guidelines and buy your expensive damn insurance? Because you're not going to win president. We are behind Donald Trump. We're averaging 1 friend request every minute, and we're averaging 1,000 views every hour. So we're going to get there, and we're going to get noticed, and we're going to get some publicity behind some of the crooked shit you're doing over there in Ohio in order to take people's rights. And must I remind you again, the people in America ain't stupid enough to let you and a bunch of animal rights people control this country. We've been making all these video messages to see if we can get Donald to be a stand-up enough man to sit down and have a meeting with us about 6 very important questions in the animal war. And this is those questions. Here in America, we have a war in the animal world and the animal rights people in order to take our rights away. And 62.8 million people here in America own pets, and we'd like to know your comments and your concerns about a few issues. Question number 1. How do you feel about 501c3 organizations here in America that are scamming the public for hundreds of millions of dollars to take care of animals, and none of it goes to the animals? 90% of it goes to lobbyists to pass laws to further their agenda. 2, it seems like terrorist is the #1 topic anytime you turn the news on anymore. Are you aware that our own government, the United States Department of Agriculture, declared PETA a #1 domestic terrorist in the United States on November the 30th, 2009, and they're still a nonprofit tax organization here in America? How can you be a terrorist and get a tax break from your own country right here in America? 3, we'd like to know your opinion on how you feel on online bullying, not only of children, but adults, in the name of free speech, in order to bash somebody and ruin their reputation and their good name, only to make money for yourself and get away with it under the Declaration of Free Speech. 4, we'd like to know how come us Americans that own our own property, own our own houses, and pay taxes on them do not have the right to have our own pets that we choose to have on our property or in our homes? Number 5, do you not think that we Americans have the right to assume the risk of our profession, no different than a cop, a firefighter, an oil rig worker, or anyone else? that has the assumption of the risk of their professions? It is our right. And please, if you become president, give us back our right. And number 6, one of the most important, and this kind of touched on your speech at the Oklahoma State Fair about things being made in other countries and taxing them when they come into America. Do you not believe that it should be a right that any product made from the rainforest or an animal's habitat somewhere in the world should be taxed in order to be sold in America, and that tax money go back to helping rebuild the habitat and the rainforest so some of these animals don't become extinct in the futures to come? I'm Joe Exotic, and along with 62.8 million other people, we'd like to know if you have any answers for any of this. And you wouldn't believe the support you would get. But this war on American citizens and their animals has got to come to a stop. Well, I'm Joe Exotic, and that's all I've got to say for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be back tomorrow with another video message. And Donald, if you'll give me this 15 minutes to sit down and discuss with you, which I'm sure is going to go over 15 minutes. So why don't you set aside an hour or two? We'll have a few drinks and a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee either. And I damn sure can't keep anything down, so you don't have to pay for me anything to drink or eat. But anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. And I'm sure sooner or later you're going to really make America great again. But you're going to have to do it by answering our 6 questions. To show you just how people love their animals here in America, and I'm not talking about just exotics, I'm talking about anything that did not come from this country to start with. They'd all got in America with legal visas, okay? If you want to talk about being illegal and not illegal, all the animals that come into America have their permits for generations to come. I'm going to start ending every message to you with a video of people and their pets all across this country. So stay tuned for this episode of Joe Exotic's Animals and Friends.
My angel don't fly, caught on the ground, unable to climb. She waits for the wind, she waits for her time, when my angel can fly. Woke up this morning with the sunshine in my eyes. All the clouds are gone and took the rain that came inside. I can't believe the way I feel about the day. All the bad is gone and all the good is here to stay. I can point to and all that I can see, because you love me, because you love me, because you love me, because you love me. Cause you love me. Funny how this life we live can change from day to day. You can choose to participate and make it be okay. It's funny how a smile can change the words you want to say, or just a song inside your heart you choose to give away. And all the reasons I can point to and all that I can see, because you love